Hello everyone, welcome to this new video. Today we're going to talk about Minecraft and education in digital humanities. We elaborated this at the University of Deusto in 2026. Well, we all know that games are more popular than ever. Like, according to a report, over 76% of the 12 to 16 years old play video games every day or several times a week. This is in a report. It was written in a report of 2023. Minecraft is among the most popular games, like alongside others such as FIFA, which is a football game, or Fortnite, which is a shooter game. But Minecraft is basically the root and plays a significant role in the everyday media lives of children and young people. How is the gameplay? Well, it's a freely configurable world made out of blocks. Players can gather resources, build houses, explore forests, or also even fight monsters. Thanks to its open structure and virtually unlimited creative possibilities offered by a wide variety of resources, Minecraft is characterized in particular by a high degree of creativity and initiative. In particular, there is a tool which makes during the creation of or development of Minecraft, there was a new tool, and that's crafting tool. And that's basically the key feature in Minecraft. This is allowing players to combine different raw materials to create new resources. And that makes it very great, like a lot of creativity inside of it, because you can create whatever you want inside of this world. And in addition to its entertainment value, Minecraft has also established itself in education. For example, we have the Minecraft Education Edition, which aims to support learning processes and promote various skills. It got published in 2016. Well, what are we going to talk about in this video? We are talking about how Minecraft can be used as an effective tool to support learning processes in the context of digital humanities, particularly in the fields of computer science and mathematics. Furthermore, we're also going to talk about how what influence Minecraft has on each other individual creativity. To answer this research question, the paper first provides a general overview of Minecraft education, along with its history and development, also of Minecraft, of course, the original, the official edition. The mentioned subject areas, for example, computer science and mathematics, are then examined individually. In the concluding section, aspects like the appropriate age for using Minecraft and specific examples for its implementation in educational institutions are addressed. In addition, the author's own experience and personal assessments are incorporated to link its finding with practical perspectives. In the conclusion, we will answer the question of investigating and provide a prediction for the future.
Minecraft was originally developed by Swedish programmer Marcus Nottsperson in Stockholm, Sweden, who drew inspiration from his fondness for Lego and the creative gameplay of earlier titles such as Infinimir and Ruby Dawn. Within just 6 days in May 2009, Persson transformed a basic idea into an alpha version that would go on to revolutionize the gaming world. The game officially launched on November 18, 2011, when it exited beta at Minecon and became available as version 1.0, released by Mojang Studios under Person's direction. In 2014, Microsoft acquired Mojang for $2.5 billion, significantly expanding the game's reach and development resources. Recognizing Minecraft's growing presence in classrooms, Microsoft acquired the learning platform Minecraft Education along with Minecraft itself and build upon its library of lessons and activities to develop programs for teachers across a variety of subjects, including STEM, history, language, and art. The full version of Minecraft Education, was released on November 1, 2016, initially for PC and later expanding to devices such as iPads and Chromebooks. Companion tools were developed alongside it, including Code Connection for teaching students basic coding in a visual format, and Classroom Mode, which allowed educators to manage settings for an entire classroom from a central interface. Today, Minecraft has long surpassed 238 million copies sold across all platforms, making it one of the, if not the best-selling video game in history, while its education edition continues to serve as a powerful pedagogical tool in some schools worldwide. As of September 2025, the platform operates under an annual subscription model priced at $4.33 per year per user, a cost aimed primarily at educational institutions. A free trial version is also available, allowing teachers to explore the platform before committing to a full license. Minecraft Education is a game-based learning platform designed for classroom use and used by schools worldwide to support learning across the curriculum. Unlike the entertainment version of Minecraft, the educational edition includes teaching tools, curriculum-aligned resources, safety features, and features that support collaboration, accessibility, and classroom management. The platform is intended to promote active learning rather than passive reception of content, allowing students to explore concepts through construction, experimentation, and problem solving in an immersive 3D environment. From an educational perspective, Minecraft Education is significant because it combines engagement with pedagogy. Its open-ended structure allows teachers to adapt activities to different subjects such as science, history, mathematics, coding, and sustainability, while students can work individually or collaboratively to represent knowledge in creative ways. Research also suggests that students using Minecraft Education report strong learning opportunities, especially in relation to creativity, collaboration, engagement, and digital skills. This makes it especially relevant in higher education discussions about digital learning environments, student agency, and the use of technology to support meaningful learning experiences. Project-based learning is an approach in which students learn through sustained inquiry, the resolution of an authentic challenge, and the production of a final output that demonstrates understanding. In Minecraft Education, PBL is particularly effective because the platform gives learners a flexible sandbox environment where they can investigate ideas, test solutions, and build tangible representations of their learning. Rather than focusing only on memorization, students must plan, collaborate, revise, and justify decisions, which are all central features of deep learning. Minecraft Education supports PBL by making abstract or complex topics more concrete. For instance, students can design sustainable cities, recreate historical settings, or develop models related to STEM topics, all while working toward a clearly defined project goal. Research from a national project-based initiative in Ireland found that students using Minecraft Edition perceive strong opportunities for learning, particularly in creativity and collaboration, and described the platform as enjoyable, useful, and easy to use. The same study identified themes such as collaboration, immersive learning, student engagement, and data skills, showing that Minecraft Education can support both cognitive and social dimensions of learning when it's embedded in a structured object project. In this sense, the platform is not valuable simply because it's digital, but because it enables students to take an active role in constructing knowledge to authentic, purposeful tasks.
Okay, cool. Now we start with the learning potential in Minecraft, and we start with coding and logical thinking. Um, well, and of course, computer science. Computer science is the study of the principles and practices involved in understanding computational processes. And it's all like it's starting to get very important for to develop a basic understanding of computer science in this world. And yes, and of course, in school, this might be one part of their life where they can start to get this knowledge. And there are basically three main reasons why computer science should be taught as a school subject. There are economic reasons, social reasons, and cultural reasons. Economic means basically that it's getting more and more important for, especially for countries with limited resources, like small countries, to use technology to secure a place in the global economy. Examples for companies who are already in this technology sector is Apple, Google, or Amazon too. Social reasons means that people primarily use technology to consume, but if you really want to develop and getting better and stuff, we should also produce in our digital world, and that's why technology, a deep understanding of technology, is necessary to make informed decisions about ethics, data protection, security in the digital space. Besides that, there are also cultural reasons, which means that technology is the engine of cultural change as it is used to disseminate cultural products such as film, music, or games. And social media is helping to get a global reach and and also thus influence. The goals of educational systems are, in general, collaboration, problem solving, and critical thinking. And computer science can improve all this, which is perfect. But still, students complain that computer science is dry and difficult, and also that it's simply disconnected with the real world. To solve this problem, the use of the video games such as Minecraft can help to, as they can boost their motivation. Um, for example, in like more precisely in logical thinking and coding, the game provides an interactive environment in which players are confronted with structured problem solving and systematic thinking through own experiments and constructions. There's also the Minecraft Education Lesson Library, which offers tool also for computer science. First of all, we start with Redstone and propositional logic. Redstone can be used as an introduction to logic. This means that, what is Redstone? Redstone is basically comparable with electrical circuits. For example, you can use it for automatic doors or farms and so on. And it's basically also a common topic in computer science or sometimes also mathematics classes. What are we talking there about? We're talking about negation, conjunction, disjunction, and this leads also into implications and equivalence. Yes, negation means basically you can say that something is not something is not happening or something is happening. Conjunction means that two things have to happen, that something else, that all is correct. Disjunction means that A and statement B needs to, or statement B needs to be correct, that everything is correct. Or like this leads also then into an implication. This means that if A is correct, then B also has to be correct. Or equivalence, like if A and B is correct, all is correct. This can be also explained with the so-called truth table. That's a table that lists all possible cases of this negation, conjunction, and so on. And these are like we are able to um, to represent this with Minecraft using a redstone. Um, yes, there for special instruments we need there are, like, first of all is a lever, and this activates the redstone input. Um, and then we have typical inputs like a redstone torch, redstone repeater, or comparator. Typical outputs are here is the redstone lamp or doors, stuff like that. Um, how are we able to now show this to show this negation, conjunction, and so on? Like, for example, here you can see in this video the possibility of negation as a redstone circuit. So we basically we can interrupt the lever and the circuit using one stone block in between, what you can see here. Great. Um, Besides that, redstone can be also connected in parallel, what you can see here. So we get basically a disjunction. The only thing which might be kind of difficult is the conjunction, but we are also able to show this with some multiple redstone torches, and they need to be inverted or getting inverted. Yes, you have also here an example of this. What can be covered then in general with this class? We can talk about truth table, logical equivalence, and explain negation, conjunction, and the disjunction. We can talk about implication, and we can talk about the disjunctive normal form, which is a special form of um, disjunctive or disjunction. Yes. All this implementation can be done using pre-built environments available for download on the Minecraft education website. This combines code commands with condition and is saving considerable time in generating worlds for students. Well, but there is still an alternative implementation using make code, but with that, more effort, of course, is required, and that's basically an add-on, which or environment, which is similar to programming languages like Scratch or Java, and needs to be prepared beforehand. Yes. Now we're talking about code blocks, which is an example on how to implement real programming into the Minecraft education environment. And code blocks is basically a block-based programming language, and it looks like Minecraft do the block-based coding sequences. And it's basically a text editor, so um, you can give the blocks in Minecraft existing, like for example, earth block or stone block, whatever. You can give them specific functions, which are written and also written then on the respective block too, so that you can distinguish them. A custom texture pack is also used, and so texture packs are basically changing the looking of the world. Of course, we're changing the blocks, so that's why it has to be like needed, and it helps stimulate problem solving and creativity. Yes, perfect. Now we're talking about criticism about in computer science, and we see that it's at the end not the same as real programming. Still, it has some similarities, but it's not the same. Besides that, we see that many, like statistically, we see that male students have more experience with Minecraft or in general with gaming than female students, and this leads into especially among older age students aged 12 to 16, it can contribute to female classmates being made fun of their for their problem solving strategies. This means that they are basically on another level than male students sometimes in some cases. So you need different levels of classes always, because yes. Also, if this is happening, or also like if the learning, if they see that the learning content is basically try to repackage newly to surprise, they lose interest again. That's also a common happening, common fact. Yes. Besides that, we have this very various levels of technological knowledge, which might be a problem. And yes, but Minecraft code blocks, as I told earlier, prove effective in higher grade levels. Yes. After this part about computer science, we're going to talk about mathematics, and more precisely, first of all, the objectives of Minecraft education in mathematics. Well, we see that Microsoft, the owners, They actively support mathematics in Minecraft education by featuring various resources on its website. There are some benefits of Minecraft reported by various authors. Basically, for example, Minecraft education makes complex structures easier to understand and improves problem solving. It helps translate abstract concepts into concrete objects, and students are also they are they take like the Minecraft is taking an active role in their learning process. Besides that, it can influence the self confidence and curiosity. Now we're talking about geometry and spatial thinking as an example of a topic in mathematics, and this is an example method because it's important through every age in school. Like you have it in kindergarten, you have it in high school, you have it in middle school, wherever. Geometry is very important, and there was done in 2017. There was this study done by Firster, and he did first of all he did a study of fifth and sixth graders, and it was like about the transfer between plane and space. um, and he saw in this study that most students prefer to express their creativity in Minecraft rather than on paper. Also, they preferred to work collaboratively in teams, and a great importance was placed on not destroying the structures built by others. So there was no trace of vandalism. He saw also that these fifth and fifth graders had no problems with control and orientation. Besides that, he also did a scaling study with sixth graders, which means that structures were first built and then rebuilt twice as large. And due to time constraints, students were unable to complete their structures at double the size in all dimensions, as the completion time increases exponentially with larger scales due to multiple dimensions. He also gave an introduction to Minecraft for 12th graders, and he saw there that those who never played Minecraft before had greater difficulty navigating the game. Um, well, during the game, there was no collaboration made. The students tended to build their own stuff, and besides this, that they had fun destroying other people's structures, apparently, which didn't happen with the fifth and sixth graders. Yes, that's an example. Now we're going to talk about the different topic sets of Minecraft. As there are several theme sets, as I told also earlier, that allow students to practice different topics. And these mathematics sets are already like from for grade 3 and 5 to 5 is available already, was published in 2023, and there are various topics available inside of these mathematics team sets, like for example fractions, volume, special quadrilaterals, or line graphs. One example of these theme sets is Math Mummy Mayhem. Mummy Mayhem is a is a tool or Minecraft world published in 2023 by the University of Cambridge in collaboration with Minecraft Education, and it explores the shape, symmetry, and spatial geometry of objects. Players take on the role of an archaeologist tasked with exploring the ancient pyramid. Um, it has limited freedom for the player, but easy navigation through the lesson, and according to the developer, students basically need 1 hour to complete the lesson. With that, mathematical puzzles and skill-based tasks are practiced in a pyramid with various chambers that exist in the game world. Um, yes, the tasks are always briefly explained beforehand, and you cannot build by anything yourself, which limits the productive creativity of Minecraft. Um, we also have some criticism about this tool. It's a great tool, definitely. It helps to talk about symmetry, to give a brief introduction of geometry too. But besides that, it's also like there's also inside a jump and run parkour, which might be difficult for students with no experience in Minecraft. This leads to maybe also frustration, and if he like then the student is not able to reach the next puzzle, and other students may reach the next puzzle, and that leads to even more frustration. There are also several bugs and programming errors. For example, that some parts of the world can be mined away. Apparently, now we're talking about the criticism. The criticism about mathematics in total. Um, we see that students who have played games before are better able to focus on the learning process because they already know, for example, how to control the game. There is also high levels of subject expertise and teacher engagement necessary, and strict supervision to prevent data loss, for example, through students destroying structures. Experienced players may revert to previous behaviors or dominate in competitive or cooperative scenarios. So only they might advance, and others who have no experience with the game may not advance. Um, yes. Besides that, in Minecraft Education, there are certain features which are not there in the normal version, and this leads maybe also to some frustrations. Um, yes, like for and students without experience with computers games may have trouble navigating the environment, so there needs to be added additional time to experimentation beforehand. Redstone requires a certain learning phase before students can focus on other learning objects, for example propositional logic. Detailed feedback can only be provided by the teacher. The game does not provide feedback and yes, interactive game characters would be needed to introduce and reduce the teacher's workload. Also, of course, there are sometimes technical issues. Of course.
For the science and agriculture part, we need to understand Minecraft as a sandbox with resource cycles. This means there are no linear goals, but players actively manage simulated ecosystems like crop growth and water circulation. Microsoft takes this seriously. Their education edition includes dedicated chemistry and sustainable farming modules. Studies like the one by Nebel and colleagues in 2016 show this hands-on approach helps students grasp complex science. However, there is a critical limitation, the extrinsic cognitive load, as G pointed out in 2007. Students often focus more on surviving or winning rather than the actual biology. Without a teacher strictly guiding the session, the educational value is easily lost. Moving to creativity, it is important to note that it is not about aesthetic design. It's about structural problem solving. Translating 2D architectural blueprints into functional 3D environments heavily exercise spatial reasoning, which was proven in a 2014 study by Cipollone. But here's the main criticism. Unstructured free building is what I call empty creativity. it does not inherently develop academic skills. To be effective, creativity in the classroom requires pedagogical constraints such as specific resource limits and strict grading rubrics. To conclude, if you ask me whether I will completely implement the agriculture and chemistry parts in a classroom, my answer is yes, but under very strict conditions. I will only use the official chemistry resource pack from the education edition, and I will completely disable the game's survival mechanics, like monsters and hunger, to remove distractions. Furthermore, I wouldn't just let students play. I will require them to pair their game chemical experience with a traditional written lab report to ensure they are connecting the game to real-world science. This leads us to our main debate question. Does gamified learning truly prepare students for real-world complexities, or does it risk oversimplifying serious subjects? Speaking from my own experience with sandbox games that have complex building physics like The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, I noticed that when I construct a complex machine in the game, I am just learning how to exploit that specific game's physics engine. I'm not learning real-world engineering. So we must ask ourselves, when using these tools in education, are we teaching actual science or are we just training students to manipulate a video game algorithm?
After this four big parts of our work, we come to the debate, and we want to conclude everything a little bit. We see that Minecraft is basically it's definitely a unique teaching approach to the today education, to the daily education, in the new world, and it can provide interactive and hands-on activities. Besides that, it can particularly help develop problem solving skills and a general understanding of math. Above all, it also, of course, fosters, it means improve creativity and critical thinking. Um, Now we can make a proposal about the implementation in schools. Like, definitely the school's technical capabilities must be assessed. They need to be there. Yes. We propose that there are several project weeks where during different subjects are offered across various grade levels. And definitely, we also need an introductory day to Minecraft, or even more days to Minecraft on a voluntary basis to get the students on the same level, like technique or gaming wise. The cost for Minecraft education is €4, €33 per license per year. So it's not really a lot, depending on the school, of course, always. And this is for educational institutions. Yes. It needs a high organizational effort for teachers, for example, for monitoring the students, that they are not that they do what they have to do in the task, and how to implement in the different subjects. Well, in math, we would suppose that we work with children ages 8 to 12 on geometry, spatial reasoning, and tools such as Math Mummy Mayhem, the tool I explained earlier on. In computer science, we see workshops for teens ages from 13 to 16 on propositional logic, and later also it may be interesting to program with code blocks. This may challenge teens, and they see then Minecraft from another direction or from another way. This is followed by, of course, an introduction to programming with programming languages such as Java, for example. In the science, this means agriculture and chemistry, for example. Eh, we suppose a workshop for teens aged from 12 to 15, focusing on systems thinking. This means, by the way, that educators must use the official Minecraft edition, education edition, chemistry resource pack, to this, and also disable survival mechanics, and pair in-game experiments with traditional lab reports. On the thing with creativity and spatial design, we would need workshops for our students aged to 10 to 14. And the students are assigned specific architectural tasks, for example, space saving automatic farms with limited resources. And this type of automation solution they implement is getting then graded from the teachers. Um, well, what are we seeing then? So, for example, we had the question that if sandbox games truly import scientific knowledge, or do they only train like the students in the use of a specific video game, like the physics? And we see that definitely they train more the algorithm, like the muscle memory of the students, but they can enter like they are only effective as conceptual entry points, not as substitutes for real world engineering or chemistry. So it's just an entry, an introduction to what they have to treat about in school. Yes, besides that, does gamified learning truly prepare students for real world complexities, or does it risk oversimplifying serious subjects? Well, we would say that gamified learning severely risks oversimplifying subjects if they are getting left unstructured. So it definitely needs preparation through this teacher, and he needs to be actively acting as the bridge between the game deterministic rules and the real world unpredictability. At the end, we're coming to our conclusion, and we see that Minecraft is not only for mathematics lessons great, it's also great for subjects, for example, computer science or chemistry. It particularly promotes definitely logical thinking, spatial reasoning, working with limited resources, and creativity. Um, Therefore, especially for example, chemistry, the role of the teacher is important for the learning process. This means Minecraft education mainly provides examples and is not basically explaining what is happening. And these explanations need to be done by the teacher to the students. Yes, and to contextualize the content. Um, Minecraft, so that's what we said. Like Minecraft can be effectively used to introduce new topics. It can show or introduce examples of what teachers may treat about, and it is especially suitable for younger students, for example, fifth or sixth grade, in project based formats, like for example 1 week workshops in vacation or something like that. Yes, through the preparation of the material by the teacher is essential. Like he has to be prepared before coming in class, definitely a lot, to prepare a world for Minecraft, or he has to treat about the world he is talking about in the class. And the content can also be adapted and used for other grade levels, for example, code blocks. Pre-designed worlds provided by Microsoft Education are particularly helpful, and so they are basically getting provided on the website, which is very suitable. Besides that, students' technical skills must be taken into account. That means that we should consider that some students are better in some technical stuff and gaming stuff, and others not. So we need sometimes maybe also different classes with different levels. That's why also an optional introductory course in Minecraft is recommended to support students with little prior experience. And this leads us to a successful integration of Minecraft into school curricula, which requires a careful consideration of didactic technical and organizational factors. But if this is working, it's a great add for students' education experience. Thank you for your attention.